Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Thanks for joining us. The head of the Prime Minister's office said that it is extremely important that the EU deals more with issues that directly concern EU citizens. That's what Gergely Gulyás said at a signing ceremony of the European Civil Initiative aimed at increasing focus on ethnic regions when distributing cohesion funds. Organizers of the signature drive, which was started by the Secular National Council of Romania, representing the Hungarian secular minority, have about 10 months to collect 1 million signatures. That is a prerequisite for the subject to be put on the European Parliament's agenda.
I'd like to collect 1 million signatures for a civil initiative that aims to ensure that cohesion policy instruments and funds to eliminate differences in economic development be used to preserve the characteristics of ethnic regions. Therefore, the point of this initiative is that there be more focus on aspects of ethnic regions when distributing cohesion funding.
A Hungarian MEP from the ruling Fidesz party said that you can strengthen the European Union by not having double standards for certain countries. He pointed out that nations from Central Europe have especially come under scrutiny because of alleged abuses of the rule of law. Balázs Híradó made his comments on public media's Kossuth Radio, saying that the new EU Commissioner Ursula von der Leyen has a good insight into the problems that Central Europe has with the EU. Híradó also said that a left-wing liberal coalition in the Union have been attacking these states. He believes that von der Leyen will be more fair.
We have to have even-handedness. Ursula von der Leyen talked about this very clearly, and I think she rightly feels that she can strengthen the European Union if she creates unity and if she makes gestures towards the people who feel that they have been unfairly and unjustly accused in recent years.
Consuming a lot of energy drinks may have unintended health risks, according to recent studies. Some problems cited include high blood pressure, changes in the heart's electrical activity, and over the long term, even diabetes. And one Hungarian study now shows that young people in the country already start their day off with an energy drink. Experts are calling for more moderate use of the beverage.
1 in 5 kids between the ages of 10 and 14 start their day like this, drinking an energy drink for breakfast. A survey by the National Institute of Pharmacy and Nutrition shows. Sometimes I start the school day with an energy drink. I don't know why, it just feels better, this girl says. Energy drinks, especially in large quantities, can be detrimental to developing children. This could have serious adverse health effects, on the one hand because of dehydration, which because of the loss of fluids and ions could cause heart problems, and on the other hand, if caffeine itself is consumed in large doses, it could lead to heart rhythm problems, and which, for people prone to that, could even cause sudden cardiac death, the cardiologist explained. While the recommended maximum for adults' caffeine intake is 400 milligrams, it's only 100 to 150 milligrams for children. That means that a young adult can drink about 1 energy drink without exposing themselves to the risks of too much caffeine. But according to surveys, 78% of Hungarian teenagers consume these stimulating drinks regularly, and they often mix them with alcohol or psychoactive substances at parties. According to a toxicologist, these combinations can trigger shock and other symptoms. To avoid adverse effects, the best solution is consuming them mindfully and in moderation. Just in the past year, the energy drink market in Hungary has expanded by 15%.
The rush will soon be on for many students of higher education to find rental accommodations in cities where they'll be studying. That's because on Wednesday, results of university entrance exams will be sent out, and a significant number of those who passed may need to move to the location they had applied to. And every year, it gets tougher to find something affordable, especially in the capital and regional centers.
Studio apartments in Pécs can be rented for even €275 a month, but prices for apartments close to the university can reach €370. This year's university entry points will be announced next week, causing the real estate market to stir up around the country. Those looking to rent should get down to Pécs as soon as possible, find a suitable accommodation and reserve it, because since entrance exam results will have been sent out by the end of July, there will be a huge rush for flats, so that on that day, from hour to hour, apartments will be snatched up, said this rental expert. There are students who move in together in order to share the costs and lessen their financial burden. A room outside the city in Szeged would cost between around 90 to 125 euros, while in Budapest the price could be almost double. In fact, prices vary from district to district. An entire apartment costs on the average almost 500 euros a month. Students can also move into luxury school accommodations for the same price as renting an apartment. Last year, the city's biggest private university opened such a facility in the 9th district. A student hotel with 418 rooms is a realistic alternative for renters, because for the same price you also get a number of services. That includes a doorman, a fitness studio, a rooftop terrace, a party room, a study room and a laundromat, said the property development expert. The big rush will start mid-August. That's also when rental prices may rise by as much as 15%.
Now, ever tried your hand at the organ? Here in Hungary, organists want to make organ playing more popular and so organized the country's first ever Night of Organs, which took place on Saturday. Visitors had the opportunity to enjoy the classical instrument at a myriad of locations, and not just in churches and concert halls. Would you believe, on the subway, at public spas, and even at the beach.
This organ musician plays on a mobile organ at the beach in Pécs. The audience at the unusual venue could enjoy the music and try playing the instrument. I was a bit surprised because there's a lot of noise, but this is an island of calm and you can certainly hear it, said this beachgoer. The basilica in Eger was also loud with beautiful organ music. After the concert, visitors could learn about its history and mechanics. Our organ is known throughout Europe. We consider it to be the largest one-cabinet organ in Hungary. That means that all the pipes that can be sounded from the console are all up here in this area, the music director showed. Organizers also attempted to set a world record for the Night of Organs. The idea was that a short piece composed especially for the occasion would be played around the country at the same time on as many organs as possible. A young composer from Nyíregyháza felt that they were up to the task. He said that learning to play the organ is not easy. Well, it's not a simple feat, because contrary to other instruments, you also have to play with your feet, and that's an additional difficulty, he said. Every single seat was occupied at the Matthias Church in Budapest, since so many people wanted to hear this special concert. In fact, the first Night of Organs had full houses at almost all of its venues, which proves that the organizers' goal was fulfilled. Organ music is becoming more popular year after year.
The world governing body of water sports, FINA, has announced that the World Championships in 2027 will take place here in Budapest. That was announced on Sunday at the venue of the current FINA World Championships in Gwangju, South Korea. As for choosing the Hungarian capital, the vote was unanimous. Budapest already hosted the event once before in 2017 and was praised for organizing one of the best tournaments ever. From Soul with Soul is the name of a ceramic exhibition at the gallery of the Great Reformed Church of Debrecen in the east of the country. It features the works of the past 27 years of ceramic artist Katalin M. Kish. Her creations are always inspired by a biblical citation. Most of her works feature a leaf-shaped ceramic, as nature is also very central to her art. You can check out the collection until October 21st. And the graphic art of New York artist Julian Schnabel are on view in Veszprém in central Hungary. It's the first such exhibition here by this world-renowned graphic artist and film director, which also contains some of his most recent creations. Schnabel has had showings around the world, from Amsterdam to Los Angeles, and his Hungarian show will be on view until October 5th at Veszprém's Art Center. And that's all for now, but we'll be back again tomorrow live after the Hungarian language news at 11 p.m. And you can catch Hungary Reports online as well. Please stay tuned now, if you have time, for our German, Russian, and Chinese language news shows. Thanks very much for watching, and viszontlátásra.